Hey guys, so I'm going to be buying my first gaming PC ever, and I need your help. So if you're knowledgeable about PC gaming and you would like to give some advice to me on what I should do, that would be fantastic. I would truly appreciate it. Because as you're about to see, I know next to nothing about PC gaming. So the way the video is going to be structured is hopefully I'll have the timestamps at the bottom for you guys, of course, if you want to jump ahead. But I'm going to give you like my background on gaming and the little bit I have on PC gaming, my current setup, what my goals are, what do I want to achieve, my budget, the things, the specs I want or I think I want, all that stuff. And yeah, that's it. That's going to be the structure of the video. So if you're still here and you're ready to help, I would be forever grateful. And I think this is the perfect time for me to get into PC gaming, right? March 2026, as the VRAM prices and GPU prices and all prices of everything is just through the roof. Perfect timing, right, Lion? I know. I'm nailing it with the timing here. I'm really getting into PC gaming at the right time. Okay, so background, first things first, right? I've been playing video games my whole life, since I was a kid, since the 90s, all right? Video games and cars are two of my three favorite things in this life, in the entire world, okay? So I don't mind having to spend money on those two hobbies because they mean so much to me. So I started out with the Atari and the NES. You know, my father had them. I don't know how old I was, very, very young, you know. So played those, Nintendo 64, GameCube, PlayStation 1, Xbox, all the consoles, literally all of them at one point or another, whether it's at my house or my neighbor's house or my friend's, Dreamcast, you name it, I've played it, right? The consoles, they're all great. And that's why I've grown up. So as far as PC gaming, I've played a PC game, you're gonna laugh, once, exactly once in my entire life. It was like 2001 or 2002, I played Halo on my childhood best friend's. He had an Alienware laptop, I'll never forget this. It was this really thick laptop, it was red, you know, and I remember seeing the logo of the alien's face, and it was just the coolest thing in the world to me. There was a flamethrower in the game, which the console version didn't have, because we used to just play on console together, you know, split screen of Halo, and it was awesome. But yeah, so that was the only time, literally, that I've ever played a PC game. Heck, that I've ever even seen one, besides online, like on YouTube. I've never even like known anybody who has a PC, you know, for gaming. So I'm very, very new to this whole world, and I'm excited to get involved. So as far as, you know, PCs I've owned, in 2017, I'm looking at my laptop over there. It's just an HP, you know, laptop. It was not for gaming. I just used it for work, right? And a little bit of editing. And then I did a little streaming. I started streaming, I think like 2016, 2017, right around when I got the laptop. And it was like 30 frames, 720p, whatever, nothing good. Then eventually streaming from the consoles directly, you know, up to 1080p, 30 frames, or 1080p 60. And then in 2021, this is my current setup now. Let me tell you about the current thing that I've been doing. I'm using my PlayStation 5 and my Xbox or my Switch, and I stream, play the games on those consoles, right? And then send the feed to my PC to capture the stream with the Elgato capture card, right? I have a Nook. It's not even a desktop PC. It's a Nook Intel. I have notes here, right? So it's an Intel Nook 11 Enthusiast Phantom Canyon. So that's what it is. It's about as big as an iPad, you know, very small, little small box. It has a NVIDIA 2060 mobile GPU. I'll say it again. The strongest thing I've ever had is this Nook. It has an NVIDIA 2060 mobile GPU, which is my understanding is like the weakest GPU on the market. Even at the time, I think the 30 series was already out at the time when I got this. And it's the mobile GPU. So clearly I have never had a PC capable of gaming, and I want to, you know? I see what you guys have. I see all the resolutions and the frame rates and the detail and the mods and things like that PC games have, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's time, right? Maybe it's time for me to catch up. However, at the same time, so that's like part of it. It's like maybe 40% of what I want is a gaming PC, but really the 50 to 60% that I want is a streaming PC. I want to actually have my streams be higher quality. I would like them to be, you know, instead of just 1080p 60, 1440p 60, right? And I want to stream to every platform available. Currently, I stream to about 4 different social medias. I want to eventually get that up to like 7. Literally, I want to just send my streams everywhere. I don't care where you are, what device you're using, or what platform you use. I want to be able to give anybody that watches me a great experience. I've been streaming, like I said, since like 2016, 2017, so it's been about 10 years. I haven't really grown a lot, but I'm not giving up. Clearly, as lions, right? My favorite animal, we don't know how to give up. We don't. So I'm either going to succeed eventually or I'm going to die trying doing this. So yeah, just the other day I was trying to stream. I had like 4 or 6 viewers coming on different platforms trying to watch my stream, which I always very much appreciate, right? If anyone stops by. And the damn thing, the stream is just lagging and glitching and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, this is what people see when they come. They're going to see all the lag and the glitch, and then they're just going to leave and never see me again, never come to hang out again. And that makes me very upset. So I really want people to have a great experience if they decide to spend some time with me and stop by, during my streams. So when I'm upgrading to this PC, I'm trying to keep that in mind, that streaming is like a huge thing for me. It's huge. I would love to eventually make a career out of it, I love playing games. I love talking. I love hypothesizing, theorizing, predicting, testing my limits on game, all this stuff. So to me, streaming is just as important as the games, if not even more so. The games, I'm just like going to start dipping my toe into as well. As I go. But really, I want to be able to have a great PC so that I can plug in my consoles and just stream at, if I want, 4K 60. So keep that in mind as we go. All right, so let's see, the budget, right? It's very important. None of this, I know they can go from a couple $100 to $5,000 plus, right? For me, the budget is probably around the $2,000 mark, maybe a little more, $2,500. We could push it if you guys can explain to me why and how this works, right? What I need for my purposes, for what I'm looking for. I know it's not the best thing to do, right? With the money, people say save and invest, but I've had little backstory. I've had lots of health issues, and my worldview has changed dramatically the past 2 years. So money that I've saved throughout my life that has been, swirled away. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I know, people say that, right? But unless you go through it, like near-death experiences, you really don't know what that means. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it, man. I literally might not wake up tomorrow. So let's do it. Let's get this PC. So $2,000, $2,500, whatever. You guys let me know what we can do. Let's try to make something happen. So then that brings me to like, okay, how do I do it? Where do I spend the money? Is it like, do I build the PC? There's 3 options that I understand, right? Do you build it? Do you buy a pre-built? Or do you configure it online and then have someone do it for you? I'm pretty much, since I'm a beginner, I'm narrowing it down to only 2 options. I'm getting rid of the building it myself. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not. Maybe someday. I'm not smart enough. I'm not experienced enough to do that stuff. Not now. So I'm either gonna buy a pre-built, completely ready to go, or I'll go online to a PC specialization website, whatever, configure it, and then have the company or whoever, they will build it for me and ship it. Those are the 2 options that I see that I'm willing to do. So you guys let me know which way you think is best. And some sources, like where do I buy it? Do I go Amazon? Is it Best Buy? Is it that egg website? I've heard about PC specialists, but I think that's like, is that a UK only? I'm in the United States. So like, can I do that? Can I get it shipped here from them? I don't know how that works. So where the heck do I even buy the PC from? What do you guys recommend? The one thing I love about Best Buy, I don't know if other companies have this, they had a 0 interest payment plan. When I bought a TV in 2018, it was like $1,000, but I paid like $25 a month, for a long time till I paid it off, right? And I didn't mind that at all because they didn't charge me any interest. I still paid what the price was, the $1,000, right, for the Sony, big, 55-inch, whatever it was. And I just paid it off, $25 a month. I was like, are you kidding me? It was 4K, 60 frames for my games. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. Like Best Buy has that. I love that. I don't know if these other companies do. Just try to factor all this in. If you guys are pros and you're experienced in this stuff, like I said, I am brand new and I'm looking for help. Okay, so did I mention I want to stream to multiple platforms? I don't know if I mentioned, I'll just re-mention it if I didn't. The goal is to stream to like everywhere, like 7 platforms, literally at once. Currently I'm doing 4, right? I'm streaming to 4 different platforms at once, multi-streaming, 1080p 60. Eventually I'd like to do 7, 1440p 60, right? It would be nice to do 4K 60 frames, but a lot of platforms don't even support that, right? A couple do support it, but yeah, I would like to eventually do 7. There's 7 social medias that I would love to get my voice out, get my streams out. I don't care where you are, what platform you're on, where you like to watch. I want people to be able to find me and have a good time and have good high quality streams and high quality video of me, the webcam, and my gameplay. So keep that in mind. I know there's something with like dual encoders, right? Some GPUs only have one, a single NVAC encoder. Some of them have 2. So I definitely want one with 2, I think, right? For my goals, my purposes. So the primary thing is streaming. Secondary is gaming. Eventually I would like to game on this thing as well, but primary streaming, because I have a PlayStation 5, I have the Xbox Series X, I have a Switch, you know, I'm ready to go, ready with all the consoles. Okay, so we talked about the budget, we talked about the goals, so the needs, right? The needs or specs, I don't know what you want to call it. NVIDIA GPU, not going anything else, not Intel, AMD, whatever, any of those GPUs. I'm going NVIDIA, and I've narrowed it down to about 2, either a 5070 Ti or 5080. The 4090 I would like as well, but my understanding is that's more expensive than both of those previous 2, right? So I really think the 5070 Ti or 5080, those are the 2 I'm tossing up and down. So let me know what you guys think on that. And then number 2, a good CPU. I've noticed it, I pull up the task manager, whatever the heck it's called, on Windows while I'm streaming, and I see both the GPU and the CPU flying through the roof, especially the CPU. You know, I'm like CPU limited almost, it seems, with my Nook, which has a 2060 mobile graphics card, I think, as I told you guys. So I'm upgrading from a 2060 mobile chip. That's where I'm starting, right? So wherever I go, it's gonna be a huge upgrade, right? But the CPU as well. I know nothing. I mean, I know very little about GPUs. I know even less about CPUs, okay? What the heck do I get? I wanna go AMD just because I trust them, you know? Everything I see is pretty good with their CPUs. Intel is supposed to have some decent ones as well, but AMD seems to have some pretty sweet ones. I don't know, there's like 7600X, a 9600X, all these different types of CPUs. I have no idea, literally, so give me some thoughts on what CPU. And then motherboard is the next thing, number 3. As you guys may or may not know, as a streamer, when you're trying to stream, you need a ton of inputs, man. You need USBs for days, USB-As, USB-Cs, and I don't even know what a USB-B is, but the idea is you need lots of ports, Ethernet, display ports. So my understanding is the motherboard is the thing that, you know, where all those ports are located, right? So what kind of motherboard do I get? That's why I'm hoping there's like a pre-built one, or there's a pre-built PC, or there's a configuration where I can just kind of build it online and then someone will put it all together for me and ship it to me. That would be great. So yeah, the motherboard. I need a ton. I need a webcam, mouse, keyboard, controllers, speakers, 3 different consoles, 4 different consoles, headphones. I need USBs. I need like minimum 10 USBs, you know? And should I get it on a motherboard, which is part of the question, right? Or do I get like a USB hub? And if I do get a USB hub where you plug it into one USB and then it has like 20 different plugs, is there downsides to that, guys? Is there like latency? Does it lower the quality of my videos, of my audio? Input lag with controllers, because I'm gonna use probably controllers to play on the PC. So I just need help. I just need help. Does it cause overheating? That's another question I had. If I have a hub, a USB hub, you know, I would like it just to be a motherboard. I would like it to look at my PC and it just has a bunch of inputs for me. You know, 10 USB-As and then like 10 USB-Cs ready to go. So I can just plug in anything I need, because I got a bunch of things that need to get plugged into this PC. Okay? Oh man, yeah, and I hope it doesn't, if I'm okay getting the hub. I just don't want it to lose quality, cause latency, cause it to overheat, anything like that. I don't want it, right? I already said I'm willing to pay a little extra if it's gonna make sure that I have a high quality stream. I want this thing to be strong. I want it to be a healthy PC. I don't want to push it too hard, cause it to overheat, anything like that. I've seen the horror things online where people blow up their PCs and stuff. I don't want that. We're trying to avoid that at all costs, okay? Let's see. Okay, speaking of with the streaming and everything, and the hubs and the USBs, it has to be compatible with the Elgato 4K Pro capture card. I don't have one, but I will get one for this PC. It's going to be plugged into the PC itself. Why? Once again, with the streaming, I need to capture the 4K 60 gameplay, whatever I'm streaming, capture it, right, to upload it to the social medias. So whatever PC you guys are recommending me, please make sure that it has compatibility where I can plug in that Elgato into the PC. I guess I got to take off the side panel, right, and plug it in. I don't know, but I know it goes inside. Something about that capture card, it has to go inside the PC. I have an external capture card that I've been using, which is great. Like I said, I'm trying to upgrade here. Trying to grow and eventually make this a thing that I do, Okay, got that, boom, yep. I have no clue what kind of PCs allow that. Do they all allow the Elgato to plug in? I don't know. All right, next one, number 5. It has to be new, clearly. In case you can't tell, I'm very, particular on things, even though I'm not knowledgeable. I'm going to the people that are knowledgeable, that can be particular. It has to be new. I'm not getting a refurbished one or a used PC, so don't even say that. It's got to be new. And I want it from a good company. Some companies I've heard is MSI, Alienware, iBuyPower, is it Asus, right? I just want a good, reputable company, customer service, warranties, all that good stuff. I want all of that as well. So don't just tell me there's this amazing PC and it's a no name, no brand, no one knows anything about it. No, I want something that's reputable, that's been time tested, proven. I want it built by people who know what they're doing, right? Okay, and here comes some vanity, and you guys should understand the PC gamers. The looks. It has to look cool, man. It has to look cool, and by cool, I mean I want the case to be black and see-through. So normally that side panel is open, or it's like transparent, right? You can see in, but I also want this side panel. Here's the long one, right? I want this one, the width, to be glass as well, so I can see in this way and this way. I understand this side and this side. This is like the motherboard, right? And then this side's just gonna be fans, and there's fans that run along the top, I think, right? But this side over here will be glass where I can see the GPU and the fans and the CPU. But I also want this side to be clear as well, if possible. Just because I think it's so cool to be able to have a box that's like see-through, where you can see all the components in there. And of course the RGB, all the lights, the different color lights and everything. I've even seen one where like the CPU has like a picture where you can put a freaking photograph in there, or a little video playing, which is so cool. You could also put the temperature, and I think I'd probably do that. But yeah, or I put a picture of Resident Evil or whatever game I'm playing. So things like that. I think the aesthetics is very important. It's very cool to me. So we want to make this thing look sick, right? We want it to look really cool. Black case, see-through on 2 sides. Ideally, if we have to have fans going down that one other side and it's only one opening, I'm okay with it. And if we can also have the GPU be mounted vertically, so I can like see the 2 fans or 3 fans, I don't know how many they come with, whatever, that would be also really cool if we can have the GPU mounted vertically. If you know, once again, of any way for me to do that, that'd be great, because I love looking at things that are beautiful and visually appealing. I don't know, call it vain, call it what you want. I love it. I love beautiful looking things, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Yep, color has to be black. I mentioned it. Where do I buy it, right? Costco, what about Costco? Is that in the discussion? Do they build PCs? I know you can buy pre-builts. Can they configure it, put it together for me? I have no idea. Best Buy, Newegg, Amazon, the PC specialist. Okay, number 9, cooling. I know there's like air cooling and then liquid cooling. Do some PCs come with both? Can I get it with both? I want to keep the PC healthy. Health is like the most important thing in my life. Very critical to be healthy. So I want the PC to be healthy and not overheat and not get damaged. So do I want liquid cooling, air cooling? Can I do both, right? I'd be sick if I could do both. Do you have to change out the water? Like, how does that work, right? Do I just like get a water bottle? Do you need distilled water? Liquid vapor cool? There's all these different things I hear about online. I don't understand any of it. So let me know. Do I need to get a certain kind of cooling system? I want a high quality one, of course. I want to keep the PC healthy. I don't know much about any of that, but I do know you want to keep your PC cold. I know that. You want to keep the PC cold. It's just like a turbocharged car, you know, it's just like cars in general, but especially turbos. You want to keep the air and the internals cold. They run better that way. So the machines are machines. They like to be cool. And then number 10, the power supply. Apparently, some of these pre-builds come with crappy power supplies, and I don't want that, right? I want to make sure it's strong and sturdy and it delivers the power. It takes the power from the AC adapter and the plug in the wall and delivers it the way it should. So what the heck kind of power supply do I need? See, there's just so much to think about, man, and I'm very analytical and very particular on the things that I do. So I don't want to mess up. I don't want to make mistakes. That's why I'm not building this PC myself, because I know I don't understand it. That's why I'm asking you. I'm asking the professionals, the guys who've been doing this for 5, 10, 20 years, some of you, you know? Let me know. What do I do with the power supply? And then the last thing is like nice to haves. The nice to have is kind of like, we want to future proof this thing. So like, it would be really cool if I could swap out the GPU. I don't know if this is common practice, if all PCs are like this, but I'm asking. It would be really cool. Can I swap out the GPU? Can I eventually swap out the CPU? Clearly I'm not getting a 5090, right? Things so expensive. The 5080 is as high as I'll go, or the 5070 Ti. But eventually, in the 60 cards, if they ever come, 70s, 80s, like years down the line, if I want to upgrade this thing, I want to make it somewhat reasonable for me to upgrade. And, okay, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry the video is so long. But, yeah, that's the idea. So, to summarize real quick, I'm looking for a streaming/gaming PC for the first time in my entire life. I'm asking for your help and advice. Please comment down below. You can message me on any social media. I am on all of them. You can direct message me. Please do if you want, or just leave your comment. That's fine too. Give me advice, guys. Give me advice. I'm just looking to upgrade my streaming quality, but at the same time, I want to dip my toes into gaming PC for the first time in my life, for real. I've only done it once, like I said, when I was a kid. Played a little bit. So I'm excited. I hope, is my budget unrealistic? Is it too low, too high, just right? I don't know. I feel like I'm willing to compromise if we want to go to the 5070 Ti instead of the 5080, because I want the 5080, you know, of course, it's stronger. I know the money is more expensive, I get it, but I want it. It's like, okay, well, do we go to the 5070 Ti and then we use that extra money to bring up the CPU's power, right? Because the CPU is a limiting thing when it comes to streaming in particular. I'm willing to do that. If you're like, look, Lion, you can get the 5080, but your CPU is going to be a little lower, or you can get the 5070 Ti, which is lower than that, but it'll bring up, we can get you a better CPU. I'd be like, okay, you know what? Because I already see with the streams that I have on my 2060 mobile, I see that the CPU is a big limiter for me as a streamer. So I want to upgrade that. All right. That's it, guys. If you're still here, oh my God, thank you so much. I am the Lion of Truth, and I can't wait to see your comments, man. Comment down below any advice you guys have. I know this is the worst time to get into PC gaming in 2026 with RAM prices and all this stuff, and the GPUs, everything is just through the roof. I know. I have bad timing. I really do. If you guys, if you learn more about me, you'll see that my life has been riddled with me making decisions at bad times. For one reason or another, I feel compelled and almost forced to make those decisions, and it's out of my hands. So like right now, yeah, I'm getting this PC at a bad time, but like I said, I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow, so I want to make the most of it while I'm here. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Appreciate you. Message me anywhere you want. I'm on all the socials, and I hope to see you soon, and I can't wait to hear what you guys got to say. Take care. I am the Lion of Truth. See ya.